Hello, hello again, lovely souls. So as promised, here is another reading today. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot, and I'm coming to you with another reading. This is for light workers, star seeds, those on an enlightened or ascension path or journey, and also twin souls, otherwise known as divine counterparts. I'm going to be reading for the masculine and feminine energies. Now, please know that if you don't identify as a twin soul, that you can identify with this reading and the feminine and masculine energies within oneself. I also wanted to make a very important announcement that Holly and myself will be live tomorrow. We were unable to do today, but we will be live tomorrow on the channel. I don't go live very often, guys, so this is definitely a nice surprise and a nice added just an added benefit to the channel. So make sure you're subscribed so you know when we go live, so you'll receive that notification. And we're going to be answering questions. It's mostly going to be a Q&A, so have your questions ready. And we may do a few mini healings here and there, but mostly we want to answer your questions because there's a lot of questions this month. There's been a lot of purging. There's been a lot of people have gone into the darkness in terms of their divine counterpart and what's happening and why this is happening. So we want to give you guys some clarity and a deeper sense of understanding of this journey, of your journey, and really just, answer and validate what you are experiencing on this journey. So we're really excited about that. We're going to be live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time, live on the channel, and do join us for that. And if you're unable to join live, then definitely check out the recording, because like I said, we're here for you. We're going to be answering your questions. And if you'd like private sessions with Holly and myself, Holly does sessions privately, I do sessions privately, and then we do offer sessions together where you get the added benefit of both of us at the same time, which is very powerful. So if you're interested in that, there's some information on my website. It'll be listed below, and also you can just reach out to me via email. Okay, guys, so we're going to hop into the reading here. And I was called, even though I did a messages reading earlier, I was called to bring this deck in again. This is one of my most favorite decks. And I almost forgot my favorite deck of Diane Garris's, which is the integration deck. I knew I was missing something. So guys, Diane Garris is a designer and creator of these cards, and she's been kind enough to gift me with many of her decks. I think all of them, honestly, so very many. So thank you once again, Diane. You're a beautiful soul, a beautiful light in this world, a true divine feminine. And these are her very special integration cards. You will know if you're called to purchase these. And they're just very powerful. They're very high vibrational. So she's gifted me now with an interpretation booklet. So now I'm able to look at the cards and really get a deeper sense of what is going on. Now the integration cards deal with the angelic energies as well as the energies of the chakras. So we're looking into the 8 chakra system here, and we're going to actually start with these cards to look into where is the divine feminine at today on her journey? Where is the divine masculine at? Please apply this to your inner masculine and feminine as well as your outer masculine and feminine if you are on the twin flame journey. If you're not, no worries. This reading will still apply to you. It will still be very powerful, and it will still give you a lot of clarity. Okay, so we're going to start here with the integration deck. And just going to take a minute to call in my guides and my light team, the energy of source and creation. And I always ask to be a vessel of divine truth, a pure vessel of divine light, divine truth, clarity, perception, and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So as we look into the energies here, Spirit, we're looking for clarity and answers. The collective is really in dire need of that at this moment, so I'm here to provide. As always, know that you can look within for that clarity as well. Spirit is here to remind you of the energies. Here's the heart chakra, the higher love. So this is layers of the heart chakra. These cards deal with the layers of the different chakras in the body, the chakra system. So this has to do with the higher love. And I'm always reminded of that song, Bring Me a Higher Love. You know that song that was really popular in the 80s? I think it was a Steve Winwood song. So go look that up and listen to it. Have a listen on YouTube, because music is very healing on this journey. It's a way that your guides will speak to you, your higher self speaks to you, your angels speak to you, your counterpart speaks to you. Your soulmate can also speak to you in this way if you're on a soulmate journey. And understand that, we're connected to a higher love. It's a higher interconnectedness. This journey is not just about your counterpart. It's not just about physical union. Of course, that is part of the design. So there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to fear. Let the fear go. But the higher love here is about love for all things, love for all beings, love for all time, for every moment, for every situation that's created, for every person that comes into your life. There is a purpose. And, I'm reminded of that on my own journey, as I've had a lot of soulmates and divine masculines and, energies of the divine masculine that have really shown up on my journey over the past 1.5 to 2 years. And it was interesting because there wasn't really a space for them to show up when my counterpart, like at the beginning of our journey, but they've shown up a lot here in different ways. Just strangers that I've met. Some of them are very close friends. Some of them have become close friends and confidants. And it's interesting to experience this while that you belong to this other person, this part of your soul, and yet you may be called to experience other people on this journey in friendships, with business, maybe romantically. And so, I'm here to tell you that it is not wrong to engage with others and to engage in this higher love, this oneness, that we are all connected. What if that person has something beautiful to teach you that will lead you ever closer to physical union with your counterpart? What if you take that knowledge and you apply it to your union, and it becomes that much more beautiful and abundant and expansive? So who are you to deny that to yourself? So this is really about appreciating this oneness energy, that, this energy of the divine feminine essence and the age of Aquarius and the new earth that we're creating here. As I speak, as the wheel turns, so to speak, we are creating these energies on earth. And it's just important that we do not deny ourselves love in any form. For the sake of, I'm on a twin flame journey, so I have to be celibate, or so I can't have any other relationships. That's ludicrous. You're human, right? You're a soul in human form. And so you're here to experience, you're here to enjoy, you're here. Guys, live your life, travel, meet people, engage with others, love, and have friendships. And if you are called to have lovers and have relationships, and many people on this journey have had wonderful higher level soulmates, have been married to them, have had children with them, and others may be called to do so now. Even if it's a brief, you will know, your soul will know if it needs to happen, and if it's going to be brief, and then you carry on and you stay friends. But understand that you are only limiting yourself. This is a transformative kind of love, that when you work through all the layers of the chakras, you find what is hidden there, what is hidden in the depths of your heart. What have you hidden for fear of being hurt again, or fear of hurting someone else? So this is about the transformational energy of love. And this is also about the fact that you can transform your connection by simply opening yourself up to all forms of love. So I think that's a really important energy to have. So this is sort of the overarching energy for the collective right now. And now we're going to look into energy for the masculine, energy for the feminine. Cards are flying. So, that always tells me that there's a lot to say. Oh, wow. Guys, oh my goodness. Okay, masculines, perspective, the angel of perspective. This to me is the angel of divine justice, the angel of choices. Interesting. That would be kind of like the Two of Wands energy or Two of Swords energy, and then connections, right? So choices in connections. Now, this is your third eye. No, I'm sorry, your crown chakra. Excuse me. This is your crown chakra. So this is about those, higher level connections that you have. The connection you have to the divine, to the cosmos, to the universe, to God, to, your counterpart in the 5D. This is all of those connections. The connections you have to humanity, to others, to a higher version of yourself. Past lives, future lives, this lifetime. It's kind of like the collision of all of those is included and regarded in this card. And this is definitely the Akashic Records energy that's coming out without even looking at the book. But interesting that the masculine has two angels here with them, and they're assisting them in their connections to gain perspective on these connections, which connections should stay in their lives, which connections need to end or have, ended naturally, and then the choices that they need to make. So they're being assisted in making choices within their connections at this time. Kind of like, need I say more? I mean, this is absolutely without a doubt the energy that it's being celebrated right now. Your guides and the guides you share. You'll have your guides, your masculine will have their guides, and then you will share guides. And your shared system of guides here is definitely feeling relief. It's like, oh, there's some clarity coming through here for the masculine. Now, on the bottom of the deck, I want to point out that we do have many lifetimes. So the masculine, this is a third eye energy. So the masculine is very aware. They're seeing clearly that which connections, again, you've had many lifetimes with this person, which connections are karmic, which connections are soulmate, which connections, who is actually the true divine feminine. Because I know this is going to be triggering, guys, but I'm going to say it because it's truth. There have been some masculines who have been confused about who their true feminine is. And that's really, they're gaining perspective on this now. They're making choices and they're really seeing clearly, since this is third eye energy. 6D, so it's definitely a deeper layer of the third eye, not just a superficial layer, but a deeper layer of seeing clearly of who truly is their counterpart. They have been deluded. They have had sort of the wool pulled over their eyes by a lot of these karmic connections. And again, it's triggering, so turn it off if you don't want to be triggered, but triggers heal. There's been, the lust energy, and the karmics have the capacity to pull them back in, but that's not love, that's lust, it's temporary. So it's a temporary energy and it will fade, and it does fade, and it always fades. So this is true, like a lot of truth, a lot of clarity coming through right now for the masculines. They're also being challenged with this connections card to see things, again, from the higher perspective, to see their connections from a higher perspective. Again, what these connections truly are. Very, very interesting energy. Very, very interesting indeed, masculines. There's a lot more work being done than meets the eye, feminine. So I know it doesn't seem like that, or it doesn't feel like that, but there is. There's a lot of work that's being done right now. Interesting. You know what's fascinating? Wait a second. I see. Okay. So there's an acknowledgement here of the masculines that, yes, we've shared many lifetimes together. An acknowledgement of the soul connection, and that there is a soul connection here, and realizing this isn't a separate soul from me. This is the same soul as myself. And that's a huge, huge moment of clarity and recognition for the masculine collective. Huge, 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 huge. No going back from this understanding. This is an intuitive soul connection. This is something they cannot deny, no matter who else is in their life, what other paths they've traveled. It doesn't matter. You cannot forget your own soul, okay? And they've tried to separate themselves from their soul through addictions, through throwing themselves into work, which is just another addiction, having other relationships, etc., control, power, and they can't control the way they feel for you. It's like they're getting to the point where they're really surrendering a lot. Very interesting. Interesting. These angel cards are fascinating to me, especially the choices card, because this presents to the masculines, it's about responsibility and accountability, and they're wanting to be more accountable. So I'm really curious if that accountability, responsibility energy comes out when I get some messages from them for this reading. um, they they're getting to the point where they're not punishing themselves anymore for the choices that they've made in this lifetime, and even in regards to you, because they know like there are lessons learned on both ends. They're recognizing that their soul, your shared soul, was prompted to make these decisions and prompted to cause certain pain and certain triggers, and vice versa. So there's a lot of forgiveness happening, even though there's anger that was coming up earlier. Like towards the end of the day and through the weekend, I feel like some of that anger is going to be quelled or cooled by this energy that's coming in, especially since it's being led by this energy of higher love. They want to let go of this need to punish themselves, okay? Punishing themselves for what they have done in the past, or how they've treated you, or when they've acted out of character, out of alignment with their true self, out of alignment with authenticity, and from a place of ego, where they've let the mind and the ego lead over the heart. They're really, they've already punished themselves enough, and they've dealt with the consequences, and now they want to really move past that. So they're hoping that you're going to be available to move past that as well. Okay, so let's get some energy here. Wow, feminine empowerment. So we've got that beautiful crown chakra energy. So feminine, you're being empowered. Wow. Okay, I wasn't going to take all these cards because it's a lot, but they want me to take all of them. Okay, so masculine energy, the energy of the connection. I'm going to put this over here. Now, feminine empowerment, listening. Okay, throat chakra, forever love, more crown chakra energy, forever love, in many lifetimes, very similar to what the masculine has feeling. Communication, so communication and listening, right? Throat chakra, I'm listening. I am willing to listen. And I want us to communicate more effectively. And I want us to communicate from a place of empowerment, from a place of truly understanding our truth and our soul connection, and knowing that this is a forever love. Knowing that the choices we've made, yes, have had consequences, and to take accountability and responsibility, but also to love ourselves and understand that we've made these choices as a team, as a soul, that this isn't your twin punishing you or wanting to hurt you on purpose, and vice versa. So you guys are understanding each other on a deeper level. Now, this is very interesting. So we have the sacral chakra here, new life, ladybug, the symbol of good luck, the symbol of fertility, the symbol of to me, ladybug is sort of the energy that comes with the rain, of washing away the things that were, and really clearing the way and cleaning the slate for what is to come. So it's kind of the energy where you kind of feel like melancholy when it's raining, or sad, you just want to crawl up in bed. And then on the other side of that, new life emerges, and new thoughts, new perspective, new ways of looking at things, new ways of really living your life, and honoring that life, and honoring all the paths and all the things that have transpired to get you to where you are. So I love the energy of luck coming in, and joy, and definitely the birth of something new for the feminine, which is an energy I've seen a lot of, the birth, the sacral chakra, creativity, the womb chakra. So, this is like preparation, prepare to allow for this energy to come in, because there's definitely going to be new communication. There's going to be more listening happening, which means you're going to really listen to your counterpart, be able to really accept their apologies, accept their explanations, accept, this is why I acted out of integrity. This is why I made those decisions. You're going to accept what they're saying to you, versus just kind of brushing it off and saying, yeah, you hurt me. And, and then causing more separation and causing more misunderstanding, because you're really going to want to hear them out this time, feminine. And then what I see also is, the communication being very crisp and clear, and it's new communication. So you're going to be discussing things in a way in which you haven't before. Not necessarily saying new things, although that could be the case, but more so saying things in a different way is the way that I see this, and the way it's coming through. So being able to see things in a different way, and really honoring each other, and honoring both of the paths that you've had to take to get to where you are. So you're really opening yourself up, and this is empowering you to open yourself up to the highest truth and the highest form of love, the highest form of connection. And this is all about the work that you've done, feminine, with all of your chakras, cleaning up your chakras and cleaning up your, doing the work in the Akash and healing past lives and healing from the pain. And understanding that, being open to embrace the love that is coming to you and flowing to you in all forms, feeling really empowered. I mean, these are deeper layers of that crown chakra. So you're going really deep into your psyche and your unconsciousness or subconsciousness at this time, really aligning to your inner truth of who you are. So there's a blossoming energy here, and that is beautiful with the new life. So feminine, you're really coming into your own in a way in which you have never really been able to in the past. There's always been like roadblocks or obstacles or karmic lessons, but you're pretty clear of the karmic lessons at this point. But your masculine is now cycling through those and is really getting a chance to clear some of those energies out. I do see a clearing away of the third party energies by like summer of 2022. And it's really not that far away, guys. It's like 8 months away. And, for some of you, it'll be sooner. Please don't latch on to that. That's why I don't do timelines very often, but they are showing me that by, June, July, August, even for some of you, September for some, but mostly June or July, that those third-party energies are going to be washed out, which means divorces will be finalized, and any third-party energies, work or addiction, girlfriends, boyfriends, etc., exes, those are going to be cleared away, and things are going to be really, those people, what I'm seeing is those third parties, if they were people, are going to be, if it was a business partner, that'll be just completely done with squash. Like the legality of it will be, cycled through and will be settled. Okay. Divorces will be finalized. And, custody battles, things like that will come to an end, will come to a resolution. And also, I see those, if it was people romantically that your counterpart was connected to, those people will start getting involved with other people. So there will be a final cut, a final closure to those connections, okay? And this is all to clear away and make space for the true divine counterpart to come in. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and ask the masculines for some messages here. The masculines that this energy really applies to, okay? So the masculines, and for this reading, what would you like to say to the divine feminine? What would you like to say out loud that maybe you can't say to her in the physical right now? I'm trying to understand, okay? Yeah, I'm trying to understand this connection. I'm gaining perspective. I've been presented with choices. I want to make the right choice this time. They're not going to make any hasty decisions like they have in the past and come rushing in, because it always blows up in their face. So wanting to understand the connection on a deeper level, and they're letting you know financial issues might be a concern for some of them. For some of them, this isn't actually the issue. They just have financial worries, and they just need to come to terms with that. They just need to basically come to peace with that, because it's not actually a real issue. They've kind of created it in their mind. They're just going to have to learn to live their lives differently from this point forward. I long to be one with you. Union. So the union energy is coming through in this reading. So they're definitely trying to understand, because they have this deep longing and this remembrance here of this connection and what this means, and many lifetimes where the choices that were made actually kept you in separation, and not wanting to perpetuate those choices, wanting to make different choices this time around to bring you into union. I'm clearing up karma. Yeah, it's part of the financial issues, or what they perceive to be financial issues, clearing of karma. And, like I said, the clearing up of karmic cycles and third-party energies, whatever that third party is putting it into that over the next 8 months. Now, for some of you, again, it'll be much sooner. For some of you, it might be a little later. Please don't latch on to time. It's an illusion. It's a 3D concept. And it's a constriction, okay? It creates constricted energy. You want to create expansive energy. So time is an illusion. There is no such thing as time. It's a human-created construct, man-created construct. I'm having fantasies about you. Yes, masculine, we know. Sacral chakra, womb healing. Yeah, you guys are going to be feeling some of that, especially as the masculine feels angry. You might feel the energy in a sexual way in the sacral chakra. I don't want this to be over. I can feel you too. So yeah, when you feel them, they're feeling you too. I'm not ignoring you, but I am thinking about our connection. And I feel heartbroken. Just letting it on a little secret there. I'm not sure what to do or say. If you saw the real me, would you still love me? There's some truth for you. Yeah, they feel a little heartbroken because they definitely know that they're taking a long time to sort of come to a place of understanding. And I do think that in a way they feel like I've taken too long. And so they kind of do this thing where they just in their mind say, well, she's already moved on. It's already over. There's no more possibility of, this is just, I might as well accept it. I might as well move on. But then they can't stop thinking about you, and it doesn't actually solve the issue because they still feel heartbroken. They still feel torn up. They still feel you. And sorry, guys, I had to get up and stretch my back. I got something going on, like a spasm. I've been plagued with lots of physical issues this month, so I'm going to stand here for a minute and finish the reading. Yeah, they definitely feel like it is, like there's no way out. So again, they're past the stage of needing or trying to find a way out. Now they're just like, okay, now I want to understand. Now I want to understand because this is crazy. Like I've tried everything to escape this, to run away. I've tried to get involved with other people. I've tried like moving states, whatever they might have done. And I still, I blocked you number and then they unblock you or, they call you, they reach out, those relationships end and they realize that there's no way out of this. So you just have to move through it and that this is a contract. It's a soul contract and it's an agreement you made with yourself, divine masculine. It's yourself and yourself, okay? You are not separate from her. She is not separate from you. There is no escaping. There is no getting off the journey. Okay, we're going to look into the feminine energy here. Celebration. That's nice to see. It's like a 3 of Cups energy. Thank you, God. So yeah, I do feel the joy and celebration coming in through the month of November for the divine feminine. And it will definitely come as a reprieve. It will definitely come as like a welcome. I can breathe, I can breathe. I can let out a sigh just to feel like you have some freedom in what it is that you're experiencing. So less constriction, more expansive energy for the divine feminine and just a lot of joy. I see a lot of travel coming up in 2022 for the divine feminine. A lot of travel, a lot of expansion, a lot of fun, less work, more play. In simplest terms. All right, divine masculine's energy is kind of quiet right now in these cards. So I'm going to keep on shuffling here. Oh, now there's 800 cards that came out all at the same time. Okay. They are definitely starting a new chapter. We got new chapter and balance. So they're definitely starting a new chapter. They're definitely wanting to embark on something new. Kind of like whatever the ghosts of the past are, guys, they want to say goodbye to them. Good riddance, goodbye to the ghosts of the past. And they want to create balance within themselves so that they can create balance within their relationships, within, their work relationships, their connections with you, with the outside world, but mostly with themselves, because they've been at war with themselves for a very, very long time. That has not boded well for them. That has not given them or brought them happiness. It's brought them a lot of pain. It's brought them a lot of struggle. Okay, so they want to really bring in new energy, fresh energy, and they are connecting more to the divine. They're connecting a lot more heavily to the divine at this time. They're connecting a lot more to source. I'm happy to report. And they definitely feel as though there is some sort of, it's interesting because feminine, you got new life and the masculine got new chapter. Feminine got celebration. So there's something to celebrate in this next chapter, feminine. And I feel that really beautifully. And if you've been following my journey a little bit on Patreon, or if you've been following me even on the posts that I share over on YouTube in the community tab, you'll know that I've got 2 concerts already booked for next year with my group of my divine feminine friends. Holly is one of them. And, you know, there's a lot of travel. There's actually a 3rd trip that is coming up in January that's just come up. It's so we are moving past any kind of blocks we have with abundance feminines. We're moving past this idea that you have to wait to enjoy your life. You have to wait until XYZ is in place. You're just moving ahead. You're moving forward. And this is allowing your masculine to do the exact same thing, to really and truly leave the past behind. Because a lot of masculines, even if they left relationships or marriages in 2020 and 2021, they've still had a lot to clean up here in 2021. And in 2022, will give them the opportunity to truly break free and to really and truly discover who they are and come to terms with and understand this connection, so that there's I feel like a lot of this push and pull is going to end for a lot of you in 2022, which will be really nice. Very welcome. So you'll come into steady communication with your counterpart. There will be just an easygoingness about this, connection, and, the removal of the third party energies, as I spoke about earlier. The Strength card and the Four of Wands. Does not get much better than that, guys. Leo energy. Oh, what else do we have? The Sun, the Strength, and the Four of Wands. There's your story. There's the beautiful story. I mean, guys, the Four of Wands is union. Union with self, union within, union with your counterpart, union without. It's union with everything. And the Sun is the most positive, most vibrant, inspirational, illuminating card in the deck. So everything is illuminated. Everything is coming up roses. Things are really looking up. New life, new chapter, celebration. What beautiful energy to finish the reading on. And the Strength card, this is the masculines coming through. Like the feminines are very much in this, inner union, and the Sun card really enjoying their lives, really just choosing to move forward, choosing to create union within oneself, not worrying about the physical union or what that looks like or when that will come. And the masculines are going to be embodying strength here, as we move into 2022. So a lot of courageousness coming that is really going to help them see this connection clearly, but not just see it, they're going to feel it on a deeper level of what this connection truly, truly is. Let's get card here for the masculines. They're not going to they're done. Seven of Wands, they're done letting other people try to tell them what this is or tell them what their truth is. They're not letting the darkness in anymore to flood their light. Like they're like, no, my light will shine. I will shine brightly. And look at the strength. This is another card of strength. Look at the strength it takes for them to keep the darkness out. No more naysayers, no more outsiders telling them what they should be doing or what they shouldn't be doing, or trying to tell them what this connection is. They're done with that. They're going to move forward full speed ahead, and they're going to trust their intuition and trust their truth and what it is that they know. they're definitely defending the connection, guys, with the Seven of Wands energy. And they're just not, other people's opinions don't matter anymore. They don't need external validation anymore. They're done with that. So 2022 sees a definitive change in the masculine energy, a definitive rising in the feminine energy around the globe. And there's something to celebrate. There's deeper connection coming through, more empowerment for the feminine, deeper levels of communication, layers of communication and understanding each other. And really like opening up this new chapter that says, the past is the past. I'm walking forward into the future with bravery, with strength, and I'm defending my beliefs and my convictions and my position in the world and who I am. This is about them shining their light and owning their gifts. So creating more balance and really, really honoring this connection. So I hope this has been, so it's a bit of a deeper reading compared to the one I did earlier. So I hope this has given you guys a lot of clarity. I know things have been tough this month. I've given as much as I can this month, but I also had to scale back to really honor myself and my healing and my energies, because it was very challenging. I'm an old soul and there's a lot of purging, a lot of lifetimes to clear, as well as the transmuting that I've done to assist my counterparts. So send you guys a lot of love and a lot of just support as we move through the last week here of October. So happy Scorpio season, and it's going to be amazing. We are definitely going to be moving into more physical vitality and vibrancy next month, and I'll be right there to give you guys guidance and support. Take care.